Hi, my name is Hamid. I'm certified instructor for Cisco and CompTIA NetOplus at ASM Educational Center. Our website is www.asmed.com. Today I'm going to talk about how OSI layer model corresponds to router and switches, and how does the frame travel. This is very important to understand that for NetOplus and also for CCNA exam. The both topics going to go on both exam. In this scenario, I just wanted to let you know I draw a picture, a packet tracer. The idea is just not to talk about router and switches, but how the frame travels. I have a PC1 which is 10.10.10.1 with the MAC address of 00E0A38517AC. If I go here, if I go to desktop and I type in ipconfig/on, I can see the MAC address right here. This is the MAC address of this PC, okay? Now this PC can ping this PC, okay? I just want to show you it can ping it. Now how it does it ping it, because we've done static route, it's not important. Important is that you understand the OSI layer model. Ping 30.30.30. This IP address is .2. Okay, let's see if it's pinging. Well, you know why? Because I have this guy sitting here. I have to remove this one. Let me erase this. Sorry about that. Okay. So as we see, it's pinging right now. Okay. So, but let's see what we have here. On router 1, I have a two interface. F00, which is .100. This is the default gateway, which is 10.10.10.100 right here. Then I have F01, which will be 20.20.1. When I move the mouse here, I can see that. I can see the MAC address. Sorry, I can see the MAC address. I wrote the MAC address right here. In F00 top, you see that 00E. Okay, it's this one. And then, sorry about that. If you move the mouse again, I can see that. Kind of hard to see it. On F01 is E0E2, okay, which is right here, okay? So that's that one. This is router 2 is, I can see that 30.30.100 is for F00 is and 20.20.2 for the other one. So this IP address, because this is network 10 is, network 20 and network 30, and this IP address will be what? 30.30.30.100, and these are default gateways, okay? And this IP address, which is .2 is, will be 20.20.2. And this is the MAC address of router 1. 7702, that's for our F01 is, and 7701 will be here, and this is the MAC address of that is. Now the important part is that it's right here. I wrote down here, as a frame travels from router to router, the source IP address, which is 10.10.1, and the destination IP address will be same, will not be changed. That's very important, but the MAC address will be different, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to click on this guy on the right side. You see the add is simple PD. I'm going to click this. I'm going to click this guy and click that guy, and I can see successful, okay? So what are we going to do? We're going to right click right here. I click this one. I want to see what's happening. Caption forward right now. I move it forward. It goes to the switch. See, it goes to the switch first, okay? Then it's going to go what? To the router. Then goes to next router. Then goes to the switch, then it goes to what? PC2, okay? Now remember that ping is ICMP, echo reply. It has come back. So I come back to the switch, come back to the router, come back to router 1, and then go back to the switch again, and then go back to PC1, okay? So this is the whole process, okay? Okay, I'm going to show the whole process one more time. I'm going to put the click here, which is simple. That I'm gonna put it here and then put it here, and this is successful. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at the simulation step by step what's happening. When I capture forward, it comes to the what? To my switch. Let's double click this one. As you see, it goes layer 1, layer 2. It does not go to layer 3. Now this is inbound PTU, outbound PTU. They're same thing right now. You see that the source MAC address is 17AC. That's from where? PCs. At this cable, this will be source MAC address, this will be destination MAC address. So we just ignore the switch. So this is source address, this is the destination MAC address, which is OE01. OE01 is F00. But look at the IP address. IP address does not change it, okay? Now, again, layer 1, layer 2. It comes to layer 2. It says that this is my source MAC address, which is 17AC, and this is that. It comes from what port? Port F02, because it's connected F02. Then it goes to next layer, next out layer. Out layers will be what? 17AC. That's the source MAC address, the destination MAC, and what port goes? 24. Okay. So we're gonna go forward right now. I click capture forward. It goes to the router right now. Now at this position, you have to understand that this will be source MAC address and this will be destination MAC address, but IP address will be 10.10.10.1 and IP address here will be what? 30.30.2. So source IP address, destination IP address doesn't change, but MAC address, source, and destination MAC address will change. So if I double click this guy, I go to outbound PDU. Look at this. The source MAC address is what? OE2. OE2 is this one, F01. Destination MAC address will be where? Oops, sorry about that. Destination MAC address. Oops, where'd it go? Right here. Lost it. Right here. Destination MAC address will be 702. 702 is this guy right here. Okay. Now, if I go back again, now look at this. I'm a router right now. Look at this router. It goes layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. This is the source IP address. This is destination IP address. This is what? Source MAC address, which came from here, 17AC, and that's destination MAC address right here. Now, when you're going out, see, the MAC address changed right now. The source MAC address becomes what? OE02, which is right here. That's this guy, OE02. And the MAC address will be changed, but the IP address does not change, okay? So I close that one. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back here and move it forward. Where you go? Oops, let's move forward. We've done this part. Now we add what? Router 2. Let's double click that one. Let's see what's happening here. When you look at that, again, it goes layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Now look at this. At this position, outbound BPDU, outbound BPDU, right? At this position, it's coming out right here. This will be source MAC address. This will be destination MAC address. Look at this. Source MAC address was 7701. 7701 is what? F00 of router 2 is right here. Destination MAC is 4E38. 4E38. That's this MAC address. Now look at this. Source IP address. Destination IP address never changes. Okay, so that's output PDU. Okay. Now again, when I press this forward, let me close this. I press capture forward. It goes to what? The switch. When I double click this one, see? Oops, sorry about that. It goes layer 1, layer 2, layer 1, layer 2. Right now, it's coming out. Now, if I go to BPDU, again, same thing again. Source MAC address will be 7701 right here. 7701. Destination MAC address will be what? In here, 4E38. 4E38 is who? The PC. So as you see that, the idea is to understand that. Now, when I press forward, of course, it goes to PC, right? Then this whole process get back again. If I put auto capture play, so it goes back to the switch, goes back to the router. Eventually, see, it goes back to the router. Goes back to the router, goes back to the switch, and then goes back to the PC. So here's summaries. I want to show you that too. The router will work at what? Layer 3 OSI layer 1, but switch work at layer 2 mode. Okay. Again, as the frame travels from router to router, the source IP address, which is 10.10.11, and the IP address will not change. The source IP address will not change, but the MAC address will what? Changes. So that's it. I just want to explain to you. That's very important to understand this for the exam, especially CCNA exam. Usually they give a question like this. they put a frame right here. This is what's the source IP address. The source IP address will be this guy, 10.10.1. What's the destination IP address? Will be this guy, 30.2. What's source MAC address? It will be F01, whatever this guy is, which is right here, 0E2. What's the destination MAC address? It will be this guy. So at the frames right here, they're gonna put a frame here. What's the source IP address? Same thing, 10.10.10.1. What's the destination IP address? 30.2. What's the source MAC address? It will be this guy right here, 770. What's the destination MAC address? It will be right here. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you need help, anything like that, please check our website at asmed.com. Let me show you our website. Sorry about that. This is our website, asmed.com. And all of these, we have a bunch of blogs and a bunch of training that we do here at ASM Educational Center. We provide CCNA, Cisco, A+, Netto+, Microsoft, and all the Cisco classes. And all of these can be under our blogs right here. Blogs we have for CCNA, for Netto+, and CompTIA. And if you go to the blogs on the CCNA, you're going to see a bunch of video on the CCNA. We have it here. And also we have, like here, we have route on stakes and everything. And all the questions, we have exam question. And this is our phone number, 301-984-7400. Thanks so much. You have a good day. Bye-bye.